All right, so we're gonna talk about orders today in this video, and in this particular one we have 6 line items, 55 cards, total order value $4.90. And the reason why I mention those details is already the shipping, you add $3.49 to the $4.90, so we're looking at roughly $8.40 total. The shipping is probably, because it's 55 cards, it's gonna have to ship in a bubble mailer. Something like that, I would not stick in a plain white envelope. So bubble mailer, this is probably $4, $4.10. So with the fee, it's probably $1.50 for fees. Let's look it up just to make sure. It's $1.50 fee. So you figure $5.50 off $8. So we're gonna make probably $3 off this. So we lose about $1.90 if you count 40 cents extra towards shipping and a $1.50 fee to TCG player. It's still okay to me. I mean, these are cards that normally just sit around anyway. So this is not our average order. Our average order is usually into the hundreds. I do have another one to show you after this, but in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and get this pulled. Again, it's 55 cards, 6 line items, and shouldn't take too long to pull. I might leave the video on. I'll kind of show you. We're just gonna turn it. So one of the first sets we're looking for is Commander, Zendikar Rising, and all that stuff is like generally in this area, the Commander sets. Zendikar Rising, Acidic Slime. And they want 3 of those. And most of the time my stuff is all alphabetized, but when you have only that much to a set, it's not really worth spending the time alphabetizing it, even though once we get moved, I do plan to do that. Everything will be organized just to make us that much more efficient. So we're looking for 3 of these total. Already found 2. As you can see, the time spent searching for this instead of just going to the A section already is teaching us that organization is key if you're gonna own and run a business like this. And I saw the 3rd one. There it is. All right, 1 line item down, 5 to go. Normally I'm already prepared. Got my pen over here and everything. Let's see here. Now we're looking for 2 dual decks. Jace versus Vraska, Acidic Slimes, 2 of those. So that's gonna be right here. And these are organized alphabetically, so that's great. All you gotta do is grab A. And sometimes I get bought out of every single printing of a certain card, and sometimes I don't. So on this one, I don't know why anybody would need 5 copies. It's not really my business, but we're gonna get it to them. There we are, 2 Jace vs. Vraska in lightly played condition. Line item number 2, 4 to go. Kamigawa Neon Dynasty Greater Tanuki. They want 13 of those. Greater Tanuki. I think that's how you spell it. So, how many? 13 Greater Tanukis. Don't even know what it is. It could be green. We're gonna find out. Right there. It is an enchantment creature dog. So they want 13 of those. Probably never sold those before. 9 of them already. Eleven. 2 more to go and we are done. Okay, we're now moving on to line item number 4 of 6. Let me put this box back. And then check it off the list here. Magic 13 acidic slime. They're looking for 3 of those. Magic 13 acidic slime. So some orders can go very quickly and some can take a minute or 2 to kind of get together. So the reason why I mention that is a lot of people are worried about the bottom line. How much are you going to make per hour? How much is this costing you in your time? How much is the order? How much are you making? I mean, those are all important questions, but if you have a passion for it, like I do, I don't give 2 shits. I just put it back out and sell it. If I make money, great. If I don't, well, I'll make it on the next one. But those are good questions to have, and I'm going to show you how much I make on this. I think we've already discussed it a little bit at the beginning, but then you got to factor in the time, how long it takes as well. So Modern Masters 2017, we are looking for Explore, 6 copies, lightly played. Modern Masters 17, it's right here. Explore, and we're looking for 6 copies. 1, 2, 3. There's a foil, 4, 5. Got a couple copies left here. What do we got? And sometimes I'm short one, so I gotta go dig. So that's the part that sucks. You gotta keep an eye on that fucking ghost inventory, I guess is what we call it in the industry. Yeah, there's a foil. Don't know why it says we have 6 when we really have 5. So we're gonna set it aside. We're gonna come back to that. We're gonna go into a card sorting room over here, or we're gonna go to this one over here and we're gonna look for Modern Master 17, see if we can find a copy of Explorer in the back stock. So I just circle that, put a 5 for now. Shadows over Innistrad, Weirding Wood. 28 copies, moderately played. Shadows over Innistrad, Weirding Wood. There we go. Here's the last box of Shadows. Right here, W. 28 copies, Weirding Wood. Don't even know what it looks like. There we go, right there. 7 copies. 10, we're almost halfway there. 12. And when I'm going this fast, I'm scanning for the side. I'm scanning like right here for the side. And I'm just looking for the art that matches the card I'm looking for, so I can blast through this real quick. Right there, there's Weirding. So we got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. That finishes that order. Now I gotta go find Explorer, Modern Master 17. And I'll probably pause it and run over there and grab that and come back. Be right back. All right, so we're back. I did not find another copy of that card, so we simply do a partial refund, and then we go ahead and get this card order packed. And I always discount them whatever the card is missing. Let's see here, partial refund. They bought, it was a 17-cent card, so I just give them back 17 cents. And the reason that is a seller initiated refund, inventory issue, and I don't adjust the inventory because I'm not trying to put anything back. Give the refund, then I'll just go ahead and pack it. Something like this, I just put in team bags. I got 2 of those. This can be the time consuming part, is just getting the order packed versus pulling the cards. So that's why I always keep our supplies right nearby. I kind of look sloppy, but it's for a reason. I don't want to look for this shit every single time I have to pack an order, so not at all. So there we go. Those 2 are now packed, ready to go. Always stamp it with a thank you. Just kind of tape the invoice. That way it just kind of creates a nice little sealed little package here. Because this is a regular customer, and I mean regular as in they buy from us probably 5-6 times a week. I already have their address saved in our automated postage system here. That way I don't have to keep typing it in every time. One more stamp, just for good measure. And then I like these stuffed envelopes because these guys are thin. They fit in our mailbox slot quite nicely, and I don't have to run to the post office. But the other thing I like to do is kind of fold them over. Makes the package a little less sizable here. And then bam, give it a nice little seal, then it's only like that big instead of the whole thick envelope. Does it reduce the postage? That's a great question. Uh-oh. I've lost that trash. If I don't find that, my cat will and start chewing on it and then choke. They're not the smartest cats. I don't know where it went. Oh well. I'll have to find it here in a little minute. It's clear, so it's very hard to see. Oh well, I'll find it here in a minute. Let's go ahead and get this going. Let's see. So as you can see, each order can take a little bit of time. We're approaching almost half an hour on this one order because I've had to search, I've had to log in, create the thing, but usually it goes a little quicker because my wife would be sitting here doing this piece of it as I'm pulling the orders, or vice versa. And then, of course, the code is on my phone. But anyway, I mean, you kind of get the hang of it. Once you start packing these, they can go pretty quick. I like to pull all my orders first, set them aside, get them all pre-packed, and then come over here and just apply the postage, and it's just like a whole process. So a lot of you want to know, how much can you make per hour? And that is really dependent on several factors. One, inventory. You know, how much you got? What do you have? High end, low end, bulk? You have a multitude of it? Are you pulling orders like, not like that one, like this one? Are you pulling orders like this one, where you have a single copy of every card until the end when they have some lands? 20 cards total, so this would ship in a longer plain white envelope. 10 cards in each card saver one. So something like this, 20 cards, 20 line items, it would pull probably twice as long as the last one just did, providing I don't have to go look through backstock for any of this. But it ships a lot easier because I wouldn't have to pack it in a package. I don't have to weigh it, I don't have to measure it, and then I don't have to apply the postage to it after the fact. Plain white envelope, everybody knows, you just peel the seal, fold it over, 2 stamps, address, out the door. So I kind of like those versus the packages, just because they're a little quicker to pack, but it takes a little bit to kind of pull. But on average, it's about 15-20 minutes per order, which is why I don't like more than 8 orders a day, because you figure that's about 2 hours of time after I come home from work. I already worked 10 hours on shift, hour there, hour home, that's 12 plus 2 hours here, that's 14 hours a day. But if I was home all day long, you know, I would probably want 20, 25, 30 orders. That I could handle pretty easily. But in our current situation, about 8 to 10 orders a day, kind of right where I want to be. Do we hit that? Generally, yeah, it's 5 to 10 a day for us. So it's pretty good. Let me go and close this window down. So I can show you another order. I won't show you the name or nothing. Again, this is 20 light items, a single copy each, and the stuff that they're looking for is Amonkhet, Trespasser's Curse, Commander 17, Terramorphic Expanse, Commander 19, Akom Refuge. So those lands, those sell quite a bit. Maybe not necessarily in those printings, but all printings abroad, those cards are staples for us. Sorry, had an itch. Let's see, what else is there? Guilds of Ravnica Mountain Foil. Those are good cards to sell. Those lands, the basic lands from Guilds of Ravnica. Ravnica Allegiance, those cards sell pretty well for us too. The rest of these, Dark Ascension, Curse of Thirst, that there is a staple. It sells for us. Take the Crown Conspiracy, Evolving Wilds, that's another card that does very well, especially in Commander. All those command tap lands, do other things, sacrifice, go do this, go do that. Command tapped, but you can scry, that kind of stuff, it does pretty well. And then in the back, on the back page, we have 7 of the unsanctioned swamps, 44 cents, 7 of those. So that right there is $3.08 of part of that order. So normally with unsanctioned, I don't have a box for it yet. I have so few of them. So unsanctioned, I just stick in this little loose sleeve up here. We're looking for 7 of those bad boys. It's not in that one. I will have a sleeve for unsanctioned here pretty soon once we get moved. I just don't want to open up everything and kind of start creating a mess when everything's sealed at the moment. And it doesn't make sense to continue to build on what I have here when I have to break it all down, pack it all up, and move it in 3 weeks. There you go. 7, 44 cents a piece, basic land. That's why I say sometimes the basic lands are worth more than your mythic or your bulk rares. So don't sleep on lands or tokens or just emblems and stuff like that in general. A lot of people think it's trash. It's not. It sells $3.08. And I already packed an order with 4 in it. So 4 of those times 44 cents, what, $1.66, $1.56, something like that. So I've already made almost $5 today on selling unsanctioned swamps. And it appears my dog wants to play in the background there. So I'll start pulling this order, get this order out today. But I'm going to talk about a couple more things on this particular order. So again, we said it was 20 line items, $5.75 total, and most of that was this. So $5.75 plus the $3.49 shipping. So when TCG Player prints the invoice, they don't put the shipping on there. So like I said, 20 line items, 20 cards, That'll go into 2 penny savers and 2 card saver ones, and I'll lay them flat into 1 envelope. So that is 2 stamps. So that's what, 74 or 73 cents a stamp. So about $1.50 in shipping. We get to keep $2 off the shipping fee to apply towards the last order. So now we're up a couple bucks. So on average, the shipping pays for itself and also allows me to jump into our supplies. And the supplies that I use are these right here. These just plain white little boxes, and when you build them all up, these ones, anything like 100 cards or more, something that's not going to fit in a stuffed envelope. If it doesn't fit in this, it goes into this. And by the time you get this all built out, taped up, measured up, this is a 4x4x6 box. This is still cheaper to ship than your priority flat rate from the USPS. And I keep literally hundreds of these stuffed envelopes. I mean, obviously, me showing you here is not really showing you the hundreds, but I keep hundreds of those boxes on hand. Sometimes if I have some downtime between orders, a little slow weekends, slow days, I'll pull out some of those and get them all kind of pre-built. I'll at least tape the bottom, get them all built up, ready to go. The other thing I do as well is I'll order hundreds of your card saver ones. These I think are 200 folders per box. I'll order hundreds of those ahead of time. All the products that I use, the penny sleeves, the team bags, I usually order these 1,000 at a time. Tape, envelopes, I've been buying envelopes somewhere between 200 to 500 at a time. And the ones that I use, I just go to Walmart. It's the peel and stick envelopes, 100 count. And that's the small envelope. The number 6. My dog is going nuts. And then I have the long ones. I don't know what happened to the box, but like this particular order, this will ship in a long one. 2 stamps, done. And I can't remember the weight of this, but the box is gone. Don't know where it went. Let's see, what else? What else do I use for supplies? Oh, just packing tape and Scotch tape. That's pretty much it. I always keep a variety of pens on hand, different colored pens, because sometimes they run out right in the middle of them writing. With those boxes, I'll just go get a roll of this paper, packing paper. So like if you're moving or something, I just get a roll of this. I cut them in half. So if the cards don't quite fill the box, I'll just finish stuffing it with packing paper. So it gives it a nice solid box. So it's not going to sit there and bounce around, ship around, and get all damaged. I don't know what's going on with that dog at the moment. I'm gonna go attend to that here in a few. But yeah, that's kind of how I do orders. The store will be a little more organized by set and organized alphabetically within each set, and I'll have the rest of my card hotels built very soon. This will all be cleaned up, and I'll have probably an additional workstation with an additional printer once we get moved over to the barn. So there'll be 2 of us banging away and getting orders done and printing, and it's going to flow a lot nicer. And hopefully, I don't know yet, maybe the height, maybe I'll be able to drop it down a little bit, but I don't know. This looks like this is perfect for me, but I'm 6'4" with a hell of a reach. I can probably stick my hand up inside that fan. I'm not going to. That'd be cool in another video maybe, I don't know. But my wife, she's 5'8", so it's a little more difficult for her, but so far she hasn't complained too much, so we're probably going to keep it about that height. nothing higher. And yeah, I mean, God, I can't wait to move. I'm so tired of being in a room where you gotta move stuff around to make room to get to stuff, and you gotta move stuff to get to boxes, but at the same time it's like I'm also trying to utilize every square inch of what I currently have. So now having something that's going to be, I think it's 38 feet wide is what this barn is, and it's 40 feet deep. So can't wait to move to the new space and see what I can do in there. Maybe I'll have all of these racking on like one wall all the way down. That's gonna look badass, and we'll get the camera in there and show you what it looks like once we get all set up. But anyway, thanks for watching. That was kind of a quick, not really quick, it was kind of a long drawn out process of showing you how I pull orders and how I pack them, and how I get postage fit, or how I factor the postage for each one. But again, make sure you are charging at least $3.50 for shipping. You're doing yourself a disservice if you're selling bulk and you don't do at least $3.50 on shipping. You're gonna lose your ass. Anyway, thanks for watching. Y'all have a great 4th of July. Thanks.